Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Lumina, there lived a man named Ethan Harlow. To the outside world, Ethan was an unassuming beggar who sat on a quiet corner of Market Street. Dressed in tattered clothes and holding a battered tin cup, people walked by him every day, offering spare coins, or sometimes ignoring him altogether. Little did they know, Ethan was not who he seemed. Ethan Harlow was, in fact, one of the wealthiest men in the city. He was the owner of Harlow Enterprises, a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that controlled industries ranging from technology to real estate. However, Ethan was deeply disillusioned by the artificial nature of his social circle, where friendships were dictated by wealth and conversations revolved around profits. He longed to understand the struggles and lives of ordinary people. One fateful day, Ethan made a bold decision. He entrusted the day-to-day operations of his empire to his trusted friend and CEO, Marcus, and vanished from the public eye. Armed with nothing but a few coins and the clothes on his back, Ethan ventured into the streets of Lumina to live as a beggar. The lessons of the streets' life on the streets was far harsher than Ethan had imagined. The first few nights, he slept on cold pavements, his stomach growling with hunger. He witnessed the indifference of passers-by, the kindness of a few strangers, and the solidarity among the homeless. One such person was Clara, a young woman who shared her modest meal with him on his second night. Clara had been a teacher before losing her job and home due to unforeseen circumstances. Despite her struggles, she had a radiant optimism, and always extended a helping hand to those around her. She introduced Ethan to a small community of homeless individuals who looked out for each other. For the first time, Ethan felt a sense of belonging that he hadn't experienced in years. An unexpected connection over the months. Ethan and Clara became close friends. He admired her resilience and began to see the world through her eyes. Together, they worked odd jobs, collected recyclables, and found innovative ways to survive. Clara's dream was to open a shelter for the homeless, a safe haven where no one would have to endure what they had. One evening, while sharing stories around a fire, Ethan noticed the community's struggles and realized the power his wealth could wield. Clara's words ignited a spark within him, and he resolved to use his resources to make a difference, but not before completing his journey of understanding. The revelation months later, a powerful storm ravaged the city. The homeless community lost what little they had. Clara fell seriously ill, and without proper shelter or medical attention, her condition worsened. Ethan couldn't bear to see her suffer. It was time to reveal his truth. Ethan contacted Marcus, who sent a private medical team to treat Clara. Once she recovered, Ethan gathered the community and confessed his true identity. At first, there was shock and disbelief. But his friends soon realized that his actions had always been genuine. A new beginning. Ethan used his wealth to establish shelters, soup kitchens, and rehabilitation centers across Lumina, starting with Clara's dream project. He hired members of the homeless community, offering them stable jobs and a chance to rebuild their lives. Clara became the director of the flagship shelter, which was named Haven of Hope. Ethan returned to his corporate role, but with a renewed purpose. He restructured Harlow Enterprises to focus on social impact, dedicating a significant portion of its profits to charitable initiatives. His experience on the streets had not only changed his perspective, but also made him a better leader and human being. From that day forward, Ethan Harlow became a symbol of hope and transformation. And while he no longer sat on Market Street with a tin cup, he remained forever connected to the people who had taught him the true value of life.